How to win a man's heart. Hello ladies and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Alex Cormont, your French relationship expert. But today I have a special guest. She is a certified love and relationship coach and she has helped thousands of women from all over the world. Hello Helena, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. I'm so excited. I was thrilled to hear from you, and I can't wait to dive into this topic. It's one of my favorite things to talk about.
I know that you have an amazing content on YouTube, and I know that also all of my community already knows you. So basically, I was watching your videos and I said, no, I want her on my YouTube channel. It's something really important because I love to talk about balance of power, push and pull technique. But when it comes to conquer the man hurt, I feel that you have something special to share with my community. But before to diving into today's subject, can you just share a little bit about yourself? Who are you? What did you do? And how did you find the strength to help so many women from all over the world?
Oh, thank you for asking. Yeah, so my background's in psychology and education. I think you mentioned I have a master's degree in psychology. So I've always been very passionate about helping women and really just helping them love themselves more and improve their lives. But really, why I decided to become a love and relationship coach was because of some experiences in my own life and just the way I was before I turned everything around. I was always the girl that was kind of pining after emotionally unavailable men and doing all those things that just push men away. And I was really blocking the right kind of men and love from coming towards me. So once I kind of uncovered my own patterns and deep fear of intimacy and learned some tools to help turn things around, the transformation was so dramatic and so fast and permanent. So I knew this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to help women all over the world do this as well and just to have the love that they've always wanted. So yeah, I'm very passionate about this topic and I can't wait to share all my tips with the ladies watching.
Sounds good. So basically, I've coached also women and also men from all over the world. But when it comes to women, most of the time they have one man in mind. So they want to know how to conquer his hurt and how to make him feel good in a relationship. What could be the secrets or the key elements to conquer the man hurt? What would be your recommendation?
That's such a great question. And just the way you phrased it, I can tell that our audiences are very similar because I totally get that. The women who come to me and watch my videos on YouTube and buy some of my books and programs have this similar thing going on. They might attract a lot of men, but the one that they want doesn't really ever stick around, right? I see you laughing at
That's where the problems come in. Come in.
exactly. And for everyone watching, if you're anything like I was, you might not be attracted to that many men. So when one guy comes along, you're really attracted to him. What do? We put him on a pedestal, right? And when we do that, we can't really help it. We try to prove ourselves to him and go after him, even in very subtle subconscious ways, like trying to win him over or show him what a great catch we are or what a great partner we would be. All of these things kind of throw us into our masculine energy. And if you're not familiar with those terms, I'm sure it's kind of a buzzword in our industry, right? But for those of you, maybe it's your first time hearing this, masculine energy is the part of you that's about doing things and striving for a goal, making decisions. And it's been fantastic in other areas of your life. But if you've ever tried to do that with a man, like try and like go after him and prove yourself to him and win him over, if he's a masculine energy man, especially, you'll find that that just pushes him away, right? It just kind of diminishes his desire to come close. So the very first thing I recommend for women like that, who tend to put a man on a pedestal, is shift into your feminine energy. And that's the part of you that's, you can think of it as leaning back, right? The part of you that's about receiving and experiencing the moment and expressing yourself and just trusting and allowing in the way things are unfolding rather than always trying to make something happen every time they're with the man that they really want, right?
Sounds good. So key number one will be to really be in your feminine energy. This is an amazing word, and I'm sure that my community will love it. I want to talk about this feminine energy. How can we find this feminine energy for some people who were having some trouble with men and relationship, maybe like someone cheated on her, or they didn't know how to be to have self-confidence with a man? How can they find this feminine energy?
That's such a great question. And I hear from a lot of really driven, successful, ambitious women. And I think that's phenomenal. I am that way myself, right? So I totally get feeling like, well, I'm just not that way. And I don't want to play games or be inauthentic. And this has to be 100% authentic. I guarantee both men and women have both masculine and feminine energy inside of them. It's there, it's in there already, just waiting to be uncovered. I mean, we all have feelings, right? We all have emotions, and we all have intuition and can experience the moment and just kind of be in the moment rather than constantly trying to do things and lean forward and make something happen, right? So it's just about uncovering those feelings. You can ask yourself, what am I feeling right now in any given moment? And just that energy of getting out of your head and into your body is like the most attractive thing in the world to a man. I'd love to hear your opinion on that, right? If that's hard for you, a lot of women say, well, I don't even know how I'm feeling. I'm just not in touch with that. Maybe start with a body sensation, right? If you feel some tightness or tension somewhere in your body, like your shoulders or your stomach or something like that, just that simple shift of going from analyzing a man and trying to figure him out and overthinking the situation. I'm like a classic overthinker. So I totally know how that is. Just dropping all of that down into your body and leaning back, even physically leaning back and mentally leaning back too, right? Taking your focus off of this man just for right now and putting it on yourself and your body and your feelings. Just the tiniest little shift in that direction will get you such great results. You'll feel that man instinctively start to come towards you when you do that.
So basically, you will become a natural challenge just by focusing on how you feel and also by a physical distance, because when you lean back, you focus on yourself and not on how can I do for him? What can I do? What is he thinking? Is it what you're saying?
Exactly. It's exactly what I'm saying. And I would love to hear your experience with this as a man. You can kind of feel it when a woman's energy is on you, right? Versus when she's into herself and just not trying to do something or make something happen or steer things in the direction that she wants. I mean, there are ways to express your needs and your boundaries. Of course, that's all very, very important. You just want to do it coming from this kind of feminine energy place where you're not super attached to the outcome or the result. So yeah, for everyone watching, next time you're with a man, just try physically leaning back. Really simple thing you can do. If he is a masculine energy man, or even if he's not, if he's interested in you, he will instinctively start to move towards you. And that's kind of a physical demonstration of how this energy exchange works. You can try leaning forward and seeing if he kind of moves away from you a little bit. He might not be able to put his finger on it, but when you're in your feminine energy, he'll just feel this kind of pull to come towards you. He'll feel that tension, right? And even if he's not right in front of you, a lot of women think they're leaning back, but they're actually leaning forward mentally by constantly obsessing about a man and thinking about him all the time, even when he's not right in front of her. So leaning back mentally and emotionally that way is fantastic too, taking your focus off of him and putting it on yourself and your own life where it belongs, right?
So I love what you're saying because basically it's really counterintuitive. It's not something that we will learn from our friends or family or even from other relationship experts. So I really love your content and your advice because of course a man can feel when you are coming towards us, that will kill the attraction. We will take you for granted, and that's where the problem will come. You will not understand his behavior. So just by focusing on how you feel and what you like is really important. How can you just express yourself, win the man's heart just by being yourself? Do you have some tips, some ideas that you recommend also in your programs, books, or on your YouTube channel?
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm like, how much time do we have? I have so much to say, and I have a
I
whole,
know,
yeah.
I know, I'm sorry.
I have a whole program called Connect with His Heart, just dedicated to connecting with a man's heart, because that's really the way to go. A lot of women think they need to connect with him like physically and mentally. We always talk about that kind of mind-body connection. And of course, having a physical connection And a mental connection with a man is very important, right? But in order for a man to truly fall in love and just see you as that one woman that he never wants to live without, you have to connect with his heart. I mean, a man can have a great sexual relationship with a woman who's just a buddy or like a friends with benefits, right? And having sex with a man, or even just having this witty banter and connecting to him mentally, is not a road to love. It's not a road to his heart. You have to learn how to connect with his heart and create that deep emotional bond. And the way to do that is by connecting with your own heart first. It's just the only way. If you're up in your head trying to create some kind of connection with him, like we mentioned, you're in your masculine energy, and that's just never going to work for you. You have to go deep into yourself, into your own feelings, and talk coming from that place, express yourself coming from that place. So the template, one of the templates is very simple. It's just I feel, or I'm feeling, or it felt, right? Works best if it's kind of present tense. I'm feeling, or it feels. Very simple. Feels so good being with you. I felt so happy coming home and seeing my child's face, or my cat or dog's face. Or I felt so sad watching that movie yesterday. It felt so good having you there comfort me. Things like that. Just very, very simple. I feel. And you'll see him start to come towards you. You might see him start opening up a little more, but you typically have to go first as the feminine energy partner. As women, we have a lot more kind of agency and flexibility when it comes to our emotions, and you're kind of like a gateway into that part of a man. So in a lot of ways, we are deeper than men. You know, there's, generally speaking, there's always exceptions to this, but women are sometimes more conscious than men. They're connected to themselves and the universe in a way that men can only get connected to through us. So he needs you. He needs you to handle the emotional side of things, and he'll just feel this kind of irresistible pull to come towards you, because a lot of men don't have that, in the friendships or family relationships they have in their lives. I'd love to hear everything you have to say on this too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you know what I love in your response is to put the emotions first. Because sometimes we want to do action, some specific action, like there is the magic tricks to get back or to just attract the man. But basically what I feel is like we need to inspire each other. So attraction comes with emotions. So when you say, I feel, you will inspire this man, and he will be more talkative. He will be also more listening to you, because basically you will feel that you're just sharing some emotions. And as you said, as men, we cannot cry, we cannot talk about emotion because it's a weakness. So when we can connect with someone about some emotions, when we have like emotional connection with a woman, this can change everything. And it leads me to ask you something specific about feminine enchantment, because I know that you have a special training, and I will put all the links below the videos, but this is for me the key to the love success. I have seen this a lot, and you are for me the only one just talking about this feminine enchantment and power. Can you talk a little bit about how can we do this when we miss some, or when we lack some self-confidence, when we had some bad relationship in the past? How can we go over this and just reveal our potential?
Oh, thank you so much for asking. Yeah, a lot of us, most of us have had bad experiences in love that we wish hadn't happened, right? We've all given ourselves to someone of the opposite sex and ended up hurt or just humiliated or something like that, right? And so most people have had some sort of trauma in their life, and we end up putting these walls around us. And so what happens is no one can really get close to us. So with my feminine enchantment system, it's really about switching that around. So you're feeling so strong and so secure on the inside. And that's what allows you to be soft and open and feminine on the outside. So a man can actually get close to you, right? It's like pulling the whole world towards you with this feminine magnetism, rather than keeping yourself walled off and feeling like, all mushy on the inside, like you just don't trust yourself. It's about trusting yourself, having such secure boundaries and sticking to them, and knowing exactly what to say, exactly what to do in really any situation, so that you can be open and receptive on the outside, so people can actually, come towards you. if a man comes close and he just smacks right up against your walls, there's nothing to compel him to keep coming closer, right? But if you have
Exactly.
really strong boundaries and you just feel super secure and confident and you trust yourself on the inside, that's just like this super sexy combination of feeling strong and secure on the inside, being soft and feminine and open on the outside, right? So that's the Feminine Enchantment System. It's so great. It's a video program, and also you can read, you can watch it, you can listen to it. And the best part about that is you actually get your personal questions answered by one of my coaches who I've personally trained, a very seasoned professional coach, answering all your personal questions, so you can actually get some personal coaching in a, private, anonymous online forum. So it's not out there like on YouTube for the world to see, right? So yeah, that's my Feminine Enchantment System. You can also find me on YouTube. Just search my name, Helena Hart. That's where I'm spending most of my time these days. And yeah, do you have any other questions about that?
I have a last question because it's for me really important. Do you think that every woman in the world can just use this feminine energy, this feminine enchantment to really be themselves in love? Do you feel that everyone can be happy in love? That's a good question.
Something I always say is that if I can do this, anyone can. For those of you who watch my videos on YouTube, I am, like I said, I'm the classic overthinker, overgiver, overfunctioner in life. And sometimes that works great, but definitely does not work when it comes to love and relationships. So yeah, if I can do it, or come, look at the comment sections of my videos, it's just, thousands, tens of thousands of women just going, oh my gosh, this works. I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe how fast this works. And the best part is how good it feels, because it's not a game and it's not a superficial strategy. It's just a whole new way to live your life, being authentic, right? And uncovering this other side of yourself. So it's not about squashing your masculine energy down and just not being that way anymore. It's about ramping up both sides, both your masculine and your feminine, just using them in a way that works for you rather than against you. So yeah, well, I think we'll include a link to that, right? The Feminine
For
Enchantment
sure.
System.
Yeah, this is for me the best product that you can download, ladies. So please, my community, because it's something that will just empower you. And as you say, it can change your life forever. So your love life, but also your professional life, every social dynamic, which is really important. And this is why I really, really, really was harassing Helena on emails. Please give me this interview, because it was really important for me to have you on this YouTube channel to share this philosophy, which is so unique. So ladies, it's time for you to take control of your love life. You can watch Helena's YouTube channel. You can also watch and subscribe to our products, because they are really amazing. They have good reviews. So it's time for you now to take control of your life. And as she said, and as I already said, if you want it, you can do it. So if you want to change your love life and feel more confident, there is no reason you cannot do it. Helena, I will give you the final word. You can finish this video, but I just want to say thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. I love everything you shared too. I love getting a man's perspective on these really important topics, because like you said, it's not just about getting that man that you want. Yes, that will happen, but it's really about coming from this kind of feminine energy place, uncovering this part of yourself that's just waiting to be expressed. And it will help in all areas of your life. That's probably the biggest compliment I get from women, is like, this has changed my whole life, not just in my relationship or in my dating life, but really in every area. I feel better. I'm making more money. I'm having better opportunities, attracting better friendships and just family relationships, and great place to live, amazing vacations. It really helps you attract anything you're looking to create in your life. So thank you so much. This was so much fun. I hope we can make some more videos together. And
of course. I will come to see you next time. I will come to the West Coast. I want to meet you for sure.
Yes, I would love that. And for everyone watching, let us know what you think. Try this out and let us know how it goes for you. We love hearing from you. I love getting that feedback. So let us know down below in the comments what you think about this, what you're struggling with. I love hearing from you always. So thank you so much again.
Thank you, Helena. So yes, of course, share a comment just right below. Share this video to your friends. subscribe to my YouTube channel, but after that, you have to go to Helena's YouTube channel. I will see you soon for a new video. Thank you so much, Helena. Take care.